Hi, everyone. I'm Lauren Conlin. Welcome to Pop Crime TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you don't already. I wanted to take a minute to unpack this feud that seems to have gone to another level as of last night, Thursday, July 17th. Between Nicki Minaj and SZA. And I say that it's gone to another level because it was kind of this online back and forth, and that seemed to be it. But now Nicki Minaj said that she has contacted the FBI and the CIA, I think she said, and she also contacted a congresswoman in Florida. And this congresswoman actually responded and was like, "Oh yeah, I'll get on this, and I'll send everything over to the powers that be." So let's get into it. So earlier this week, Nicki Minaj accused Terrence Punch Henderson, that's such a mouthful, Terrence Henderson, the president of Top Dog Entertainment, which is SZA's label, of bullying her. And Nicki Minaj claims that she has receipts to back up these allegations, but she didn't provide specifics. And SZA, who was actually managed by Henderson up until December, she responded with a very cryptic tweet about not taking the bait while Mercury is in retrograde. And Nicki interpreted this kind of as a dig, as her throwing shade. And then things just kind of started to unravel a bit. And then fast forward to last night, like I mentioned, Nicki Minaj was still firing shots and took to social media to urge the FBI, the CIA, and a member of Congress to investigate these claims or threats made by a DJ associated with SZA's label against her. So she tweeted out, is this a threat, and tagged the FBI and said, "I want him investigated right away. He has ties to other people who have been part of a very shady business." And so she was referring to a video showing this DJ, Mac Wap, telling her to, quote, "relax before you get put in a blender." So she tagged Anna Paulina Luna, a representative who is a Republican from Florida, who responded by saying she would forward the information to law enforcement immediately. So how did we get here? We can rewind, because Nicki Minaj and SZA, this feud seems to have quite a few layers. So on Tuesday, Nicki Minaj accused Henderson of bullying her after she rejected his business propositions multiple times. That's what she said. And SZA, not directly naming Nicki Minaj, she responded, but it was enough to set her off, and that was the Mercury and retrograde response. She said, "Mercury retrograde, don't take the bait, silly goose." So Nicki, she didn't hold back. She reposted a fan's tweet suggesting that SZA's timing was suspicious, especially since Mercury wasn't even in retrograde at the time. I don't know if you guys believe in that stuff, but sometimes I will notice that things are wild when Mercury is in retrograde, but that's neither here nor there. But for the record, Mercury is now in retrograde and will be until August 10th. I mean, if you look this up, there'll be articles that say, you shouldn't make any major life decisions while Mercury is in retrograde. You shouldn't sign any papers, like accepting terms on a contract or a new apartment, who knows. But anyway, so yeah, that did not stop Nicki Minaj from calling SZA out. She says, "Go draw your freckles back on, bookie." And then she wrote, "Bitch looking and sounding like she got stung by a bee." And then SZA tried to diffuse the situation by denying that that tweet was about Nicki Minaj and celebrating her own success. But Nicki, she wasn't done. She continued to criticize SZA's music, her appearance, as I mentioned, and claiming the industry would not miss her music if she were, quote, vanished right now. So just going back to the Met Gala a few months ago, both Nicki and SZA were there, and there seemed to be tension at the Met Gala between the two. And I think a couple outlets did report on this tension. But Nicki Minaj, she's also brought up kind of past grievances, including her belief that she was originally intended to be featured on Drake's song Rich Baby Daddy instead of SZA. And then she actually alluded to SZA hooking up with Drake, to get herself on this song. But, I don't know if she was referring to their relationship, which I think was in 2009 or something like that. But yeah, who knows? So her claim on X, it was, quote, "I was supposed to be on Rich Baby Daddy, but I declined. Looked like someone else took my spot." But, Nicki, she doesn't just stop at SZA, I guess, with her feuds. She has also targeted other figures like Megan Thee Stallion and Jay-Z over perceived slights related to Rock Nation, Jay-Z's label. And we'll get into that in a moment, but there's also a hashtag that's trending, and I guess it's kind of connected to this feud, but it's Justice for Demore. And Nicki Minaj has been using that hashtag in a lot of her tweets, and she's referring to Demore Hadley, the daughter of Rock Nation CEO Desiree Perez, and that's Jay-Z's partner. And Hadley reportedly filed a lawsuit alleging that her mother had unlawfully detained her under Florida's Baker Act. And I probably should do a whole other video on this lawsuit. It's just so wild, and there's so much to it. But I should probably do that. But yeah, Nicki Minaj sees parallels between Hadley's situation and her own experience with Rock Nation, including multiple swatting incidents at her home. So, and I think there was an X post where she said, here it is, "Remember the 3 times my home was swatted, claiming a man in the home had a gun. Does this not at all sound familiar to what did and what is happening to me?" So her post kind of suggests this broader conspiracy involving Rock Nation, though the connections are very vague. Rock Nation and TDE, and she, again, her escalating this to involve law enforcement and a congresswoman is just wild. But this is what's going on right now. I just wanted to do a quick video to package it all up. And you know what? I'll just take you very quickly through some of Nicki Minaj's most recent tweets. Let's go to her Twitter right now. Here we are. Okay, you know what? I'll make myself a little bit smaller. You don't need to see this mug today. I'm a little tired. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. So I thought one of these tweets were really funny. It's snitching time. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I get it. She definitely was not sorry about that either. Not at all. Hiding, that implies you were looking for me. Okay, that Rico finna be nasty. Here we go. Imagine adding yourself to, sorry, that was my phone. Put that on silent. Imagine adding yourself to a Rico, LOL. Hope you feel cool, gossip of the city. You about to be the talk of the town and the jails. It's snitching time, just like Desiree Perez snitched. And if Jigga Man co-signed her snitching, then I know he'll be cool with mine, bookie. Yeah. So that's where she tagged Luna, the rep, and yeah, the DJ. "This man just publicly threatened me. I've notified the FBI and the CIA. I want this thug locked up, and I'm ready to talk about everything these people have done to me." So yeah, I mean, maybe there's more to the story. Not maybe, it sounds like there is more to the story. So yeah, let me see. Nicki Minaj came on here to expose shady, illegal industry mess that's blocking her from doing her job. And now a grown man is online threatening her. Y'all don't see what's happening. Okay. Yeah, this goes on and on and on. "Hey, FBI and CIA, I'm willing to be a snitch just like Desiree Perez if it has to do with her, Rock Nation, or TDE. Yeah. Oh, boy. And that's, hold on. Oh, yeah, there she is, Desiree Perez. Rock Nation CEO Desiree Perez sued by daughter over involuntary psychiatric detention and false abuse claims. My gosh, I definitely need to dive into that very, very soon. Oh my goodness. Make myself a little bigger. Here we go. Okay. So just wanted to put all of that out there. This is what's happening right now with Nicki Minaj and SZA. And it seems like it's just going to get way more dramatic. So, anyway, if you liked this brief update, don't forget to like and subscribe to Pop Crime TV. And I will see you guys